Bing, 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 bong, 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 bong. Biddy, 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 bidoo. So, gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta make sure my mic is on. Microphone is active. Activated. Oh, wow. Wow. Fast. I have 30 not even 30 seconds. You're already here. Happy Timo Tuesday. What was I gonna say? Season 2, episode 34. Yeah. I was a little late to the punch today. And yes. Yes. Well, how are you today? Waiting patiently. I can't remember. Do you work from home? Oh. Now we got the washing going. The washing. But yeah, let's it's not too loud. What do I feel like doing today? I had started doing some stuff with this. We're gonna have to make sure that, yeah, this is what's gonna happen. We gotta first place the ears in the correct things, so we will need, let's add probably like a UI, prefabs, blah blah blah. I think this will be in the UI. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Public. I guess it's kind of UI public. Game object. Array. Hero. Platform. Object that the hero placed on. So we'll need that. And then we'll need to make a thing that public void place heroes on platforms. So this is just going to do that. So we're going to go. So we should have item hero holder. We'll need to know how many it is. So it's going to go. Yeah. So we'll just do 4 int I equals 0. I, as long as I is less than hero holder dot child count dot transform dot child count I plus plus. So for the number of how many there are, we're going each time. So we'll just debug log placing hero holder dot transform dot child get child I dot game object dot name placing in or on platform, and this will be whatever I is. I. Cool. And because I already wrote my debug for it, I pretty much just do this. So I go guess we can go, is it var hero is equal to hero holder dot transform dot get child I dot game object. So this is just temping. Hero holder hero dot transform dot position going to be equal to what did I call it up here? I called it hero platform. Hero platform I. Boom. Oh, dot position. Dot transform dot position. So this is gonna move it. Bingo bango. Right? That seems about right. Seems like it makes sense. We can run a little test with that. Oh wait, we need to assign this thing to run here. Oop. Bop, ba, da, bop, bop, bam. And then we'll need to also have inventory controller, I believe is the thingamabobber I'm using. Huh. I'm surprised that didn't clear this. Can I clear chat? No. Colors only chat. What's this? Yeah, okay. What was I doing? Yeah, we're gonna need this. Need 4 of these. And this. Yeah, and yeah. Hey, how's it going, Ben? Yeah, I'm doing okay, I think. I think I'm doing okay. Still got the sniffles, but Just trying to set up. That's good, thank you. Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, just trying to test a few things, moving kind of incrementally as I implement each chunk of the stuff that needs to be implemented. So right now I'm just working on making it so when you come to the inventory screen, it goes and it finds all the heroes you have, it slaps them into these locations, and then the next phase will be, if they're holding an item, it'll slap it into their corresponding item socket, and then any items that are not being held will be put on this table here, and then after that you'll be able to switch them out, and yeah, and then that effectively makes that done. So what I do need though, thank you, what I do need though, which is already good that I already made one of these, I put this here, and then I can fake it, because I could just slap a random hero in here. I'm going to put this in here. I think that will work. Let's test it. Okay, something didn't happen the way I wanted it to do. Yeah. Placing 0 brood on platform 0. That's correct. Okay. Person seems to be where it's supposed to be. Now let's see, why is my brute not visible? Oh, he is. He's there. He's a speck. Why is he so small? Let's just change him. I put this 100? 1,000? Jeez, why is he so tiny? I don't know. I don't know why he's so tiny. 5? Sure. No, he doesn't have to be that big, actually. Maybe make him 100? No, he's got to be like 500. Oops. Something like that. Oh, no worries. No worries. Just hide it over here. Okay. So this should, because like if I move him, thank you. It's Teemo Tuesday. So let's see if this works. And you'll be like, well, why aren't you playing League of Legends? Because it's the salt of the earth. It's too much salt in my soul for League of Legends. Oopsies, did I do that? Oopsies, one second. Root. Yeah. Let's just make this minus 700. Simple number here. My brute is at 0, 0. You work in the washroom? I can hear a dryer going. I work in the basement. But you are very spot on. You heard that dryer. Yep, I'm in the basement. That's why I get cold. I get very cold down here. Like, look at me. I'm literally, I'm wearing my toque like underneath my hat. And then I have a sweater. And then I have a house coat. And then I have big old floppy, like, I don't even know if you can see this. I'll just take it off. But like big house slippers, you know, to keep my feet warm. Oh, yeah, you know, yeah. Right here. Thing is, the space heater's very loud. So, I only run the space heater when I'm not streaming, because like even I bought like what I bought different things like to try to cover up the sound of my when my wife is running the dryer or the washing machine, or not washing machine, the washing machine. And even I have like a fuzzy, I'll show, I guess, it's like a fuzzy, you can see it's a little fuzzy thing on my mic to try to do it. I have a friend that says there's an OBS plugin that I can get that'll also kill it, but I haven't figured out, I haven't had the time to like implement that. So yeah, I need to figure out, there's a thing I haven't figured out, and I know it's probably something so simple, and once I implement it, it'll make my life a whole lot easier, but it has to do with anchors and objects. So I don't want him to be there, because I want him to be, here, right? And I don't know why. I need to, maybe I need to make his anchor. Maybe I can figure that out. I need to figure that out, because then if I make his anchor at the bottom at his feet, if the center of him is at his feet, then I can, you know what, let's just look at this. Here. There's a way. How do I do this? I know there's a way to do it. Unity set game object. I used to do this before. Game object. Yo, is it in the sprite sheet? But the thing is, the sprite sheet, the sprite is a child of this parent, so its position is relative to the parent. So my parent needs to be the one, the anchor I play with. Edit the sheet. I could, but the problem is if scaling occurs, the parent object is what's going to get scaled, which will throw off that, which I've had happen. Set game objects, anchor. Using rect transform. Using world anchor to move the general angle. Okay, maybe that's what I need. I need world anchor. No, UI element, rect transform, custom anchor. Yeah, but where's there's like a. UI anchor base. I know there's a way to do this, because I remember I used to do this. Anchor, here we go. UI anchor, world anchor in Unity. Oh, that's like deprecated, that's old. You can put the sprite in the game object as a prefab and then use the object as your anchor. Yeah, that's what I did. So like this is, so yeah, like if I do this here and I move this down, oh shoot, I can't do that. I gotta do it. I gotta do this very specific way. I can't remember. Also, this has to be on like 5. Yeah, I mean, I could just go back. I go here. I could bring it over. Oh no, how do I do this? I put this under this spot. zero out its stuff. Right? And this would have to be. See, no, that's what I don't want. I want that. No, I know there's a way to do this. I know there's a way to do this. I've done it before. Unity. Set anchor. You need to change anchor point. Pro Builder, freeze transform. No. Because I know there's a tab. No. No. There's a thing that's hidden, and I know it. Change the pivot point of 2D. Oh, there we go. Really? Am I doing it like that? No. I have my sprite. Sprite. Center. Pivot. No, but I can't. No, center. But I know there's a way to do this. Pivot point? Yeah, I know the pivot point's the thing I'm thinking about. I should have access to it though. Okay, well, let's delete you for a second. Let's open you. Sprite. Pivot point. But I want to set it. I need to set it. Oh, there we go. I knew it was somewhere here. Toggle tool handle position. No, there's a tool I'm missing here. There's a pivot one that I can play with. There is a thing. Snapping. Handle rotation, handle tool or goal rotation. Okay, I want that. No. I know there's a local? Maybe that's what I have to set it to? Because I have no reference right now. Like, pivot point for 2D sprite. Because this is something I'll have to have figured out at some point. Whatever, you know what? I'm gonna try something else right now. delete this. We'll save this. And then we'll go to scene. Oopsies. That's the wrong one. Actually, yeah, that's fine there. Now the big thing, does moving the sprite move the parent too? No, it doesn't. I'll have to do at least one battle. So see here, the problem is some of my sprites are in the right spot and some of them aren't. Yeah, no, it does. No. The thing is, I don't have like a, when I'm playing with the prefab, I don't have like a frame of reference. That's the issue. Stab, skip, treasure room, take a quiver. So right now, we should see that this person is super duper tiny. So that means my whole... Oh, it's the scaling issue again. That's an aggravating thing. Because when I run this is where my issues are arising. I'll choose someone. So this is this person. Their scale is 1:1, perfect. Their person here is 1.5, great. We go to combat. They're not in the right spot. You know, technically, I don't know if I have to move this person. If it'll, I'll just stick you over here for now. And focus. No, it does not adjust him. It's going to be for, it's technically, yeah, I'm seeing the pivot point is done in the sprite editor for the most part. Yeah, it is. See, he's supposed to be here. And the enemy, because his pivot point's in the center. So if I were to move my slime, no, it does. I'm confused now. No. Center. Global. No, why can't I fix your silly point? You're supposed to be like here, but your total point is there. Something is just a little bit off, and I'm not exactly feeling where it's going off. Whatever. Do this. Whatever. Recruit someone, we'll fight. Well, I got the same dude. Now the question is, if I switch out, they're the same. And why is that? Why is his position? May need to break the prefab and try again to adjust it. Yeah, no, I need to kind of go through all my prefabs. So let's say let's pick the battle ladder, the battle scene. Yeah, we'll do this. Now what I can do is we can go to my prefabs and we go playable, and we bring each one in. Actually, no, what we're going to do is we're going to set each one at 0. And bring every single one of these in. Shift, set everyone at 0, 0, 0. And as you see, every single one of these people is in a weird different spot. So, if I were to go in, and we'll start at 0, go to the brute. I want him to be up here. So we'll go 0.35. Cool. Is that what we're thinking? Then the huntress. We want her to be up same height. And we'll just make it so, we'll just make her go over, just so we can kind of see there. And then we get the wizard. Oopsies, I did that wrong. Huntress. No, this has to be... Actually, no, I know what I need to do. Sorry. Let's do this real quick here. This has to be 0. The huntress X value will be 0.3, whatever. Wizard, 0.6. Knight, 0.9. Archer, 1.2. So I'm just offsetting them all, but I'm offsetting the parent object. 1.5. 1.8. 2.1. And 2.4. Now that they've all been offset, we can go to the actual people in it and adjust their heights to all be kind of where I want them to be. Whatever. 0.5. No, we need to be, sure. It's not horrible there. Wizard. See, the wizard's all jacked up. Oopsies. So you need to be like, can I do 0.5? No, 0.6? Yeah, I guess. The knight. So your ankler is already like shenaniganed. 0, no. You're gonna be like here. 0.35. No, maybe a little bit taller. 375, sure. I would try 1, create a battle point. 2, create an empty object and place it in the same point. 3, move a character to the point and place it where you want to. 4, break prefab and move just the sprites to the empty and create a new prefab. Well, pretty much that's what I'm doing. So I have like my battle point here, right? And I'm just moving the sprites. So then what happens is when I can then take this prefab and bring it back into here and overwrite the old one. heck is this dude? Where is he? Why is his so janked up? See, his center pivot is like really. Oh, it's because of the size of his stuff for animations and things. Man, Gandalf is big too. Yeah. It's all because I have a bunch of different types of models, and I had to do it based on pixel density. And there we go. Okay, so this is what everyone would be. Now close all these. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, that's fine. Actually, no, let's just do a confirmation real quick. Okay, just that's changed. Perfect. Okay, so then I take all of these, set this to 0. Now they're all stacked on each other. So this is roughly where they're supposed to be. And I think if I bring this here, will it overwrite? Would you like to create an original prefab of the variant? No. So what I have to do is I have to do this silly thing. This may break my whole project, but we'll go with it. And we'll delete all these. Boop. Now it's like these don't exist anymore. I know. But then if I go like this, I've created a new one. Create a temp folder for now. Yeah, I could have. The thing is, I should have, what's it called? It's not the end of the world. This is not a very complicated thing to make these. Okay, so in theory, if I delete these, I go and I grab all of these and I bring them into the scene, they should all stack perfectly. Perfect. Cool. Now let's go back to our scene, ladder here. We don't change. It thinks we did some stuff. We don't save any of the changes that we did in here. We run it. Oops, this is not in the right spot. Excuse me. Sorry, I burped. I burped. So we'll choose a hero. Oh, I broke all the prefabs. I broke it here. No. Here. Here. Or is it here? Yeah, there. That's where I broke it. That's fine. I'll have to build some extra little logic later. But yeah, it's pissed that this is broken. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is there anything else I need in here? Unit prefabs, that's good. I don't think I need anything else here. Enemy prefab still doesn't really care. And then here, that's fine. Okay, where was our... Yeah, ladder data. It was saying it's missing the prefab things, which is fine. Which is my thing that's holding. Where's holding ladder data? Is it in this? It's in here? Yeah, it should be fine now. By giving the stuff to ladder game data, it should be like, oh yes, we know everything now. There we go. Choose. No problem. Let's fight. He's slightly off. But I think that's because maybe my platform. Whatever. Let's grab another hero. Okay, but they're standing on the exact right spot. Okay, so that's good. That's fine. Maybe we can find another hero. I want an easy fight. No, I want an easy fight. Oh, whatever, we'll go with this one. Stab. Stab. And come on, give me a person. Heal. One person. Stab. Uh-oh, I think I leveled up. Did level up. Oh, and it put everyone on top of each other. Wait. Oh, the brute. Ah, haha, the scene still has a brute in it. That's why he's not hidden. Yeah, he's supposed to not be there. But the nice thing is this person's the right height. Okay. So we're kind of in like right spot-ish. I don't have to do that again, but I'm going to leave it as it is for now. No, let's see what happens if I pick a big hero. That's the thing. Yeah, here, let's take the wizard. Where's how hot? Gandalf sits. No, it's fine. He's not where I want him to be. I want him to be like the middle, which could be adjusted. Literally, all I have to do for him to go down is I need to like bring him. So let's go Z. So 0.779 to 0.91. So what I said, 779 910. So like 13. How about moving the parent holder? Oh shoot, you're right, I'm moving the wrong thing. You are totally right, I moved the wrong thing. I shouldn't have been moving him. I should have been moving the thing inside him. I goofed that. Good spot. I was moving the parent, not the actual child in the object, or the sprite. Let's grab you. Let's go into a fight. Everyone's at the right height here, but what it is that this is what... So she's at 0.5. And I need her to go down 3... whatever, like 3, 4, 5. So let's go take a look at her. Open her up. Yeah. Why am I so silly? I have to do it again. I have to do it again. Whatever. I'm going to leave it for now, but I know what I have to do. I know I can adjust it and fiddle it. Let's go to the next scene that I was in. And that was the level up one. Yes. So one, he's not supposed to, he's supposed to hero location. So this is supposed to be like here. We're gonna remove him for a second. That's my hero location. I want to put a prefab there. I changed by the comments. I charge by the comments? Ha ha ha! You want to start coding for me? You want to start getting... You got all those years of experience. You can start just code some stuff. We got lots of code to write. I probably can't even afford your rate. I've been coding as long as you've been coding. What was I doing? Yeah, I was just going to slap someone in here. So let's slap you in here. Boom. This is zeroed. This looking spicy. Because how long have you been at the place you're working at now? Yeah, I think that's a spot. Did I just accidentally just make the perfect spot? Yeah, 13 years? Jeez, man. That's... Gotta have your, like, what? 5 weeks of vacation now? Something like that? No, I don't know very many places to give 5 weeks. When I worked at a place and I was there, but I, like, got bumped a lot of stuff. I think it was a 3 weeks vacation, but I'd been there a little over 5 years. But then it's like some places you can like work for, instead of like, so like I would always ask for, if they didn't want to give me a raise, I'd be like, just give me more vacation. Like, you don't have to pay me more, just let me take more time off. It's like, that's the toss up. It's like, you want me to, you don't want to pay me. I have a lot of vacation hours. That's good. And you know what? Take them. Well, it depends. It depends what kind of person you are. Like, for me, taking vacation in the wintertime was, like, not really worth it for me. This is, like, you know, maybe, like, around Christmas time. But where I used to work, they pretty much shut down Christmas. So it wasn't, like, that big of a thing. The summer, though, the summertime is when I really wanted to take, and it wasn't, like, large chunks of time off. I just wanted to take, like, I wanted to work 4 days a week. Pretty much what I wanted. Because I do car stuff. And a lot of car stuff either starts Saturday morning or it's like Friday night. And, you know, being able to take a Friday off or a Monday off and like just kind of have long weekends all summer, especially here where we are, where we don't, you know, we only get a few months of nice weather, it makes a big difference. But on the downside was like where I worked, summer was also a very like busy time as well, because it's good weather, which means projects and a lot of new project stuff that involves exterior work and things like that were kicking pretty hard. Yeah, no, I don't know if I ever want to go back to that kind of field. I was project estimator. Millions and millions of dollars in government projects. Yep. Estimating projects, doing a lot of math, sourcing things, floor plans, blueprints, compatibilities, security stuff. Yeah, no. I mean, it was a good job. It was like, it was cushy. I got fat, right? Well, no. I actually was in quite good shape because I hated traffic and I got a gym membership near my work, so I'd go in super early, go to the gym for an hour, and then go to work so I wouldn't have to deal with traffic. But yeah, and then COVID happened, and before COVID happened, I was trying to push for like the ability to work mobile, like to work from home. More so because like if I'm sick, I didn't want to be in the office and possibly get other people sick. And because the job just involves me being at a keyboard, why do I need to be at the office when I'm sick? I could still work. Also because my company didn't have sick days. That was the kicker too. But I was like, yeah, I could set this up remotely. Heck, I could turn my own workstation into like I would have remote access to it. And then if someone needed to talk to me or needed to look up plans or whatever, they literally just sit at my desk. I would set up I guess it would have been Zoom or something like that. I would have set up a video call, and they would have, because I worked on not a monitor, pretty much like a flat screen TV for floor plan stuff. And they could sit there and I could run them through all the questions and any information they needed. And if they needed anything, hey, a couple clicks, because I have remote access to my computer, I have access to the network, which means I could be like, here are the files you need. Here, I'll send this stuff to the plotter, which is a big printer, and I'll send this stuff to your email. And bing, bang, boom, done. Oh, you need revisions? No problem. And I remember my manager was like, they were so against it. And then COVID happened. And as things started to shut down, as the government started to push back on things, all of a sudden the need for remote work started becoming, oh shoot, we need to, because I think I remember the week that they were like, yeah, in X amount of days, unless you have this stuff figured out, you can't have all the people in your office or whatever. And that's when the panic happened, and I really knew I was just like a cog in the machine when the owner of the company had a meeting, and he thanked two of the senior guys, like kind of tech guys that are there, that have been there since like the beginning. And they're like, oh yeah, thank you. And then the two guys look at each other, and then they look at me, and they're like, actually, it was him who did this. He's the one who wanted to set this stuff up months ago. And yeah, you just realize that there's no, sometimes you just have a thankless job, and yeah, and then it just did all, COVID made it so that there was only 2 project estimator positions in a multi-million-dollar company, and they didn't need a second guy, so yeah, so they called me one day, and they're like, sorry, we can't hire you back, and then I'm just lucky I have the best wife in the world who was like, yeah, I'll support you while you try to make a video game. And here I am now, at the end of my rope. Gotta get this kind of, it doesn't have to be a huge success. It just has to be enough to justify the efforts that I've put in and make enough of a return that I could keep working on it. That's like all I really want. And if I get that, I'd be content. When I was like, right now I'm not paying myself, but before I was paying myself, and it got kind of, I don't want to say sketchy, but like by all legal standards, I was underpaying myself a lot. Like I'm like, here, you have minimum wage standards. And so I was like very much not paying myself minimum wage because I was like, I couldn't afford paying myself minimum wage. I need to just pay myself enough to like have enough of an income to like help support the family. So yeah, no. But I'm lucky. We're lucky. We're in a lucky position. We live in a lucky place. We have my wife got a big raise recently, which was really nice. It's not like the be all end all, but it helps like stabilize our lives a little bit. And then yeah, and that's why I trying this Twitch thing. It has I have one buddy who makes a passive income from Twitch. Mind you, he plays games, but he makes like anywhere between $50 to like $200 a month from just playing games on Twitch. And I was like, oh man, that'd be so great. But then it's like, then my game wouldn't get done. I'd love to play video games all day. Actually, no. What I'd really love to do, I would love to play, like, not like AAA games. Like, I'd love to play people's projects. I think that would be, honestly, if I could get paid or, like, get a passive income from, like, trying out, student projects or, like, hobbyist projects and just try to, like, give... Well, can't even afford yourself to work on your own projects. Yeah, pretty much. Yep, I burned through. I had a good chunk of saving. Mind you, it's been 2 years. 2 years of it. So, like, I stretched my money pretty far. I had the Kickstarter, which helped a lot. That lot got me through another year of development. The problem is that a lot of the grants and a lot of the government money that I was kind of relying on all went kapoof. With all, like... just a lot of the changes in, hey, good morning, or good night, evening, nighttime. Yeah, no, with all the changes of stuff, one, government kickbacks have gone out the window. I don't know if you've heard about like how Ubisoft closed down like another studio or something. How a bunch of studios, some of the big studios in Canada are like, not doing so great. That's because of the government funding. So the two big provinces that gave the most funding was Quebec and Ontario. And now they're pulling a lot of that funding. Or I guess, or whatever, yeah. Good morning. Yeah, they're pulling a lot of that. Or it's government, like, tax credits, right? Oh, okay, I guess that's not that late. So the tax credits are the big one. Now, for me, they used to have a lot of little tax credits, which were really great. I could, like, get money back at the end of the year. I could, like, subsidize my own income with it, blah, 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 blah. All that's gone. The only tax credits that exist, and a lot of the grants and things are all based on if you're, like, a multi-million-dollar project, and you have... I remember one of them, I was like, oh, I could get this one. And it's like, you need to be spending over $250,000 annually on just wages. Yeah, no money's like that in my thing. Now you think about that, that's a pretty okay employee base. Like, let's say you're paying everyone really horribly, and you're paying them like, I don't know, like 50 grand, a 50 grand salary. You're what, 5 full-time employees? 5 full-time employees could hammer out a game pretty damn quickly. If you had the right team, you could hammer out a game in a year pretty easily. Yeah, but yeah, I could talk about the economics and the money and all the stuff about game development for like a super long time. I knew another studio, they put out a project, they got a nice big grant, like a big grant. Let me just whip out that amount out of my pocket. Yeah, like it's like no one just has that kind of money. So a lot of it is like you need to have either like a small like lump of money, or like a start of like the thing going. Then you go to the government. You're like, hey, I estimate that it's going to cost X $100,000 or whatever to like get my project to the next thing. You fill out a bunch of stuff. It goes to a board. They say, cool, here you go. Here's your money. But the thing is, it's based on kind of like different things. So it's like if you're a corporation, if you have employees, now they're more likely to give you money. So that's why I incorporated. And I have one employee, which is me. So things like that. But yeah, so like he got a nice chunk of money. He had like 3 guys working for him. They went to like PAX and things like that because there's government money that if you go out of your country, so even though it's just going down to the States, but going out of your country, technically you're selling to like external markets, they like comped most of the cost of going to PAX. And I was just like that's so cool. I was told if you need X money, ask 2X. Better 5X. They'll cut it anyway. Yeah, like if you generally you want a pad when you're making applications for grants and stuff. Grants specifically is you want to add more. I had the same thing. I went through there's this program which is supposed to help like entrepreneurs and stuff. And it's not a grant, it's a loan, but it's like an interest-free 1-year loan or something like that. And then the interest is actually very small after the first year, based on how well your product is doing. And I did all this stuff. I spent months going back and forth, and I eventually got new hat. No, this is an old hat. This is from an event back in my college days called Pub of Legends. And so League of Legends was probably in its 2nd or 3rd season, and Riot was really like trying to push community. So if you could run an event at a bar to watch like League of Legends Worlds, Vertical Slice. Oh yeah, Vertical Slice. That's sometimes you'll hear me ask that About dev, yeah. That's something I'll ask people whenever someone says, oh, I have a project. It's like, give me a vertical slice, a description of your project, or the big one is, can you give me a 1-sentence description of your entire game? And that's like, a lot of people have trouble doing that one. Vertical slices can be, it's kind of a, what's it called? Not jargon, but it's like, it can have many different meanings. What I have in my project looks more like a bunch of chaotic surgical cuts. No, honestly, you have a vertical slice because you have actually more than a vertical slice. A vertical slice is either a document, like a proper game design document, and that could be a vertical slice of the game. Then you have a vertical slice of like what it's going to cost. There's like a bunch of different things. A vertical slice of a game is generally the game loop. So if you want to give someone a vertical slice of your game as a playable thing, it should be from the start to like an end and what the loop is. So if your game is a first-person shooter and you need to get from one end of the map to the other, and you have to like kill stuff, and that's all you have to do, then a vertical slice would be having been able to play from the start to the end. I wrote a code that generates an MD doc for console help data. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's still cool. Having something like, I keep wanting to put in just like a thing in the corner that gives me, so like how I have my console window that outputs all my debug stuff, and I could do it. It could be really easy. I was lazy to write an MD. That's good. See, I might put in like something here that just has like, I might even just put the console window in my thing, because when you're running Unity and you're running it, you still have access to all this other peripheral stuff. But once I make a build, I won't have access to this console data, so I'd have to make a different thing, probably like a command inside the game that's like, okay, open up testing, and then it gives me all the my debug logs when it's a build. Yeah. Well, you don't want them to be like, you don't want to anger the robots. But what did I do? We did some positioning stuff. Oh yeah, I wanted to test if that moved the thing to the right thing. Yeah. How's mine going? My game? Oh yeah, it's doing okay. Yes, we'll save. Did some light changes of just like making things kind of line up a little bit better. I was working on getting, why is he tiny? Oh, I know why he's tiny. It's okay. And we'll do this. So now things are, ooh, he took damage. Did he take 2 ticks of damage? It looked like he like flashed twice. Aware, your first way was right. AWARE. Yeah, no. If you pretty much your game is move, explore, find the like Ruby thing, open the portal, get through the portal, go to the home base. And if you die, you go back to the home base. And that simple run of that is the loop, right? It's like, oh, okay, I went into this new area. Oh, I found something new. Ooh, neat. Oh no, I died. Okay. I go back. I go. You know. Yep, I'm leaning to complete this logic. Yeah, no, it's oh, this guy's supposed to, he's not supposed to be animating constantly. That's the problem. I don't know why his animators, it's triggering and it's not stopping his is it him? Yeah, see, it's not, he keeps attacking, and once the attack is done, he should go to idle. I don't know why he keeps attacking. Attack. Yeah, he's supposed to go to idle. Attack. There's no looping. He's supposed to go back to his thing. For now, building things to build things to build things to build a game. A few build steps I do. Hey, you know what? Adding things is always... Adding... Ooh. Oh. There's no condition here. Transition needs at least one condition to exit. Is that what I missed? I missed the one condition to exit? Now he's correct. Wow. Well, you're dead. You're already dead. Recruit a new person. Slap in another battle. You can switch out to my archer. Archer! Oh yeah, we want to go to the level up. Okay. Ooh, do we want to go to the treasure room? Let's do the treasure room. Let's grab the shoe. Now this has not done what it was supposed to do. Place Jack at 0. Place Steve Bullseye at 1. So in theory, if we look, I bet you he's there. He's there. He's just... Oh. No, that's the shoe. Where's my hero? Yeah, he's there. He's there. He's where he's supposed to be. It's just my entire scaling is so different here. They all were for me. The grumblies. See, like, he's there. If we go... and we grab these two homies, and we say... Grow! Whoops. Okay, they grew, but I think this is the other issue. There we go. There they are. They probably didn't need to be that big. And then it's like... Then, technically, I'm supposed to be able to put... You can get a shield, and you get a shield, and you get a shield, and you get a shield. Oh, wait, you don't want that shield? We'll switch shields. Does that not... Okay, wait. Let me, llama. You're a llama. Where's the item? Ah, here we go. You. Let's just quickly make things different so we can actually tell. I think my PC's dying. Have you done a defrag? Have you cleaned its fans? Like a plane. Oh, then you probably need to shut your computer down and probably open it up and use some compressed air or a vacuum. Maybe not a vacuum. You gotta be careful with vacuums. But like make sure like the fans are clean and there's no chunks of dust in places that could cause overheating. Or you could check, you could do there's a way to check your fan speed and processor heat, or like you can check your stats for your computer. Let's grab a random other thing. Puff. Yeah, exactly. Need to like get compressed air. Okay, and do we have another one? Well, if we are gonna have a thing in here, it should be a sword. Oh, we can use this one, just because it's funny looking. Okay, so then we got these things. I put it here. Switch, switch, switch. Look at that. So this works the way it's supposed to, which is nice. So this is how each hero has a carried item, which is good. And then this is like their backpack kind of. So each hero has one extra slot. So right now I have it set to 4 slots. I may or may not remove it. I don't know. It's a little grating. It's the idea is that you might have the perfect items for people. But yeah, so this is how this is supposed to go. Oh, I guess you know what I'm missing here? I'm missing like a confirm or like a back to ladder button. I should do that. Inventory. And yeah, so this is what I was working on. I should add a back to. Or, oh, you know what? Maybe I need to move all these layers back. That's probably what I need to do. Here. No, I thought I had a button somewhere. Yeah, we'll use this, I guess. We'll grab this. We'll change our. Meanwhile, what are you coding today? Oh, what was what I was coding was this actually. So getting this set up. So what it's supposed to do is when you come here, it takes all the heroes, puts them on these little platforms. If they're holding an item, puts the item in this spot. If not, any items they have like in their inventory gets put in the center, and then you can kind of switch items that are active on your heroes. Also, the screen before it would have technically given you a new item. So that new item gets added to this place here, and then you can put it where you need to put it. Continue. Yeah, something like that. I should just make that a little bit bigger. Whatever, we'll go like 200 by 100. No, maybe 400. Just a big button. I probably have to go back at some point and look at all my buttons and do a standardization of button sizes. Yeah, I'll have to do that at some point. What do I want to do here? Oh yes, I wanted to increase the text size. Here? Okay. Key settings. Key settings? What do you mean by key settings? Maybe this is a little too much. Let's go 70. Oopsies. Yeah, and then technically I need to have. Did I make a pref of that? I must have. I did. Transition controller, so smart. We're going to use this camera. And then back. No, it's just going to go to ladder. Key settings, buttons, or what you meant, back and rebind. Well, I was just playing with the button. Like I do have to add a connection with the button to this thing that is my transition controller. It is what changes my scene. I just have to remember. It's just battle ladder. So So then this would just go from here to that there. Technically, I don't think this needs to be. I think if I run it, it'll clear it. 1 second. Yeah, and then I can turn this off, and then it's gone for now. So yeah, so then now I can make my button do continue. So add a thing, add this thing, and move to next scene. Boom. So now when I click it, it'll go back. Cool. It doesn't work. Everything's not perfect just yet. I do have to like make a silly thing about size. Oh, excuse me. A silly thing about the size. It's like +4? +3? I can't remember. Oh, thank you. What was I saying? I was getting a little confused by something. I'm just talking to someone about getting some certain things moved. What did I want to do? I'm a little confused. Reposition, charge, plus X amount. Then you can attack. Okay, where was I? Yes, we are getting good. Getting gooda. Guess I should be polite. Yeah, I got cough, out dust. Okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I hope you turned off your computer. You shouldn't be dusting your computer if it's on. You shouldn't be dusting off your computer when Okay, it wasn't as bad. Nah, I'm probably... Prom tablet. PC was up. Oh, okay, cool. That's good to know. One second. I'm just gonna check something. I should said I would be right back. Oops, that was a little loud. My bad. Cranking some tunes, making the music go bonk bonk. I don't know. Where was I? Okay, yeah. We have an error here. What? Whoa there. Oh, it's just out of range error. I do have to set up a thing that catches that. Okay, so in theory, theoreticals. You want to read my demo summary? I thought I read it already. Didn't you have a fire demo summary? Did you put it in? Didn't you like show it to me like a while back? I'll say hello. What's this? Yeah, didn't you send me one? That was a summary of the game. Oh, okay, yeah. Hit me up. I want to know. Because, yeah, I guess you didn't really... I knew it was, like, kind of a... You're playing as the one fluffy character, and you're going on an adventure to try to kind of remember. Sent. Bing, bang, boom, let's go. Act... Oh, wait, do I read this aloud, or is this like a hush-hush, don't talk about it? Because if I don't know, I'll just start reading aloud, kind of. Can? Okay, well, I'm gonna mumble. Awakening the Hollow. Do. Oh, man. Hollow. Just makes me think of Bleach. Awakens in an overgrown remnant of forgotten garden, surrounded by the silence and shadows. Now, is this like... is this going to be either narrated or like a text field that like scrolls across the screen? Or is this just your visual, like this is what you want it to look like when it starts up? So now against the hollow world, there's the fundamentals, movement, common, and magic, alongside exploring the puzzles and solving. So, I would, like, is this what, something you want to like share to like let people know what the demo's going to be about? Because if so, you need to add a little bit of detail into certain components. That's what it looks like. The dialogue later. Okay, yeah, you gotta. So like for the second part, the fundamentals of movement, combat, and magic. So like giving a slight example of each part. So like I know that I guess you're using like a sword. So like, sword slash something like that. You gotta like give an idea of what the combat is, because if it's turn based, it's like you would state something along those lines, alongside exploration and puzzle solving. Exploration can be emphasized a little bit more, where you kind of explain what you might be looking for. Puzzle solving, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. It just depends on the definition of a puzzle. Discovers the forgotten tome. Living. Ooh, I like that. Bound with emotional resonance. With the willing vault, he's given a choice. Align with courage, resilience, or hope. These doesn't grant him unique abilities and mark his arms with the tome fading energy. Now, those three choices, are they once, you choose it once, or is it like, can you switch these? Claiming the tome awakens ruins around him. Cool. Echoes of emotional shapes their path. Oh, so it's like a... So this would be like a... So maybe you choose it once, and then that's how you go that one path. Shapes their path, and the world will begin to shift in response to his presence. As he ascends through the grand hall, the whispers of the past will give him form to a powerful entity, the Shadow Bond Tyrant, a tower manifestation of suppressed fear and doubt. And this game's starting to get me all like, I don't want to say chills, but like it's cool. I like the idea, and I thing is I already kind of have like the visual idea of what it would look like and how some of the game elements, or like on the design side, how I would implement kind of visually and gameplay wise, how I'd like bring stuff going. Defeat the tyrant causes the castle throne room to begin collapsing. Stones fracture and debris falls at the once great seat of memory crumbles. A hidden path cracks open beneath the throne, revealing an escape route. Little time, someone leaps into the opening, disappearing into the depths below, chased by dust, echoes, and the weight of unfinished thoughts. Now this is interesting. So you pick your thing, you explore, you maybe gather some resources, whatever. You find your way to the castle, or you get from your garden through the castle to the throne room. You fight the boss, you beat the boss, and you're given like kind of a portion. How is it going so far? Who are you requesting that to? Are you asking for the game Le Pala, or are we talking about me? But yeah. Me! Well, me. It's going good. Added a couple little things. To you, isn't it? Okay, yeah. Me. Yeah, it's just because I was reading 4's like game, I want to call it, I guess it would be like Act 1 summary of their game kind of work. So it's like a what would I call it? I guess a summary. A summary would be a good way to look at it. It's not like a design summary. It's like a narrative summary. That's what it would be, a narrative summary. For me, doing okay. Did a little refab configurations and made a button. Look at this lovely continue button. Actually, we were supposed to test that. Got a little sidetracked. No worries. Come one, come all, come stand, come go. Oh my gosh, I got two viewers on Kick. Man, I don't even know, man. I don't know these kickers. Do you know why I know about Kick? Because I watched Drive to Survive, and there was an F1 car that had a Kick sponsorship on the car, and I was like, what? And I know Kick is like another streaming avenue. I think Kick has more barriers to enter though, because it doesn't have as much. Damn the ads! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Give me. I need to put the pennies. I need to put the penny emote. Aries on Ice always jokes that whenever someone gets ads, I'm stealing their pennies. I guess I should wait and I should let Ben know about this. I'll wait patiently. I'm waiting. And, yeah. I don't know, but I see my, like, Kick follower thing. Okay, we're back from the ads. Okay, sorry. So I was talking about... Don't remember what I was talking about. I was going to make the comment about the ads. Aries, another one of the people who comes, who's a really good artist, actually. He's worked on a bunch of, like, animation shows and stuff. But he was saying how... He always makes a joke whenever ads happen. I'm taking people's pennies. And I wanted to make an emote that is like maybe like a Mario coin thing for that, for ads. But hey, if you have, what is it, a Prime account, you can use your free Prime subscription to get rid of the ads. And you want to know something crazy? The Prime subscription gives me like $1. One Prime subscription is worth like, I don't know, 10? Do you see a Prime badge on me? No, I don't. So you seem to know more about this than I do. So does that mean a Prime badge? Oh, it's Prime Gaming. Okay, so... Oh, okay, so these so wait, then... So... If a person has the little crown, it means they have Amazon Prime. Interesting. Oh, well, no worries. No worries. But then now, when I see you on, I'm gonna know this. To put a word Prime Gaming. Hey, no worries. But now I know to be, because like I have a very, I guess, similar group of people who keep popping back up, and most of them don't get the ads, but now I know that I have to pause when you're around to make sure that you don't miss a beat, because I care about you in the most non-platonic way possible, if that makes any sense. Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry about that. That is just the remnants of being sick. Just a huge chunk of phlegm or something. Oh. Wait, Ben, why do Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Something. Ben. Do you working on anything? I think, did we talk about this? Did we talk about, are you working on anything? Yeah, you were? Yes, no, maybe. Oh, well then you gotta tell me. If you missed the first part of my stream, I was talking about how if I could monetize the fact that I would love to just play like hobbyists, game dev projects, or student projects, like people who don't have avenues to have. Okay, I'm not super experienced or whatever. Like, I have a bit of experience. I worked in the game industry a little bit, blah, 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 blah. But, like, I think it's more the positive reinforcement and, like, I don't want to say guiding, but, like, I would love to help people feel good about doing what they're doing. Because a lot of the times, maybe it's just my generation growing up, but, like, video games were always a bad thing. Wanting to play video games, wanting to make. Do you know how much, like, no one thought making games was, like, a viable thing when I was growing up? And, like, how bad games were? And, you know, now it's like, oh, yeah, video games, multi-billion-dollar, you know, thing. You got a couple guys in their basement build an engine from scratch using quadratic and polygon-based math, and oh, guess what? A few years later, they sell it for $2.6 billion. What was that? Oh, that was Minecraft. When Minecraft was being made, I was in college learning about shaders. Shaders are just the math or the things that make 3D stuff up. And quaternions are it's the math that's used to know your point as it moves through a three-dimensional space. And to make just a normal 3D object, it needs at least 3 points, which makes one face. I'm making a little mini game type game that is that you are in a beach and need to collect trash to get points, and if you get more points, you might unlock a better. Oh, I love it! I love it! You know what? You know why I love that? I was looking at. Did I miss much? No, not much. Me hawking up like a giant phlegm ball, like I was a cat or something. And then you need to kill the enemies that are the trash bags. I like this idea. Now the violence throws a little bit of thing, but if you make it fun violence, like jokey, do you have an idea of how you want to do the combat? And if you get more points, you unlock equipment, and then you need to kill the enemies that are trash bags. Are you gonna be? Is it like action based? I don't know how to make the combat. Well, like, what would you like to do it? Would you like to make it turn based, where you have like as you unlock new things, you know, different things, or do you want to make it like very simple, like hack and slash? Oh man, imagine if it was like a Dynasty Warriors style, where you're like very simple. Personally, there's two very simple ways. You could do turn-based, which is very simple, but then can get very complicated. Or you can do oh, actually, wait. This actually makes things a lot easier. What medium is it going to be in? Is it like a 2D medium, a 3D medium? Because if it's 3D, yeah, if it's 3D, honestly, I would just make it either 3D, but like, where's the camera? Is the camera top down, you know, in the person, over the shoulder, third person? Top down camera? Perfect. Then honestly, combat wise, I would go something similar to like a what is it, rogue vampire type thing. Something it's just you or even just like Zelda, old school Zelda, where you have like you can attack up, right, left, down. That's it. Any demo to check? Yeah, because I think that would be the great way. And then what you would do is you'd maybe have a timer or a phase. I don't know. You can do a lot of different things. Like you can make it so that as you're like cleaning up trash, you might be like cleaning up something and then that spawns the enemy. Or the enemies are just trash mobs and you beat the trash mobs and then they drop stuff and you clean that up. Because I just started and I've made progress with the player movement and animations only. Hey, no, that moving. If you got a thing moving on the screen, you're already doing fantastic. I wonder if I have any. Well, let's just save this real quick before I go off on tangents and rotating. Fantastic. If you're moving, rotating, if you're doing sprite flipping, like your person. Well, I guess if you're turning, you're 3D though. And that's what you said. You're not sprite flipping. Yeah, smooth rotation. I would focus on not ranged type combat. I would do like melee combat. It would be really easy because then you just have. Are you using Unity also, or are you using something else? I think you said Unity. I think we might have talked about this. I don't know. If you're using Unity, I like Godot. Okay, so yeah, Godot. So I'm not super familiar with Godot systems, but I would assume it would be relatively straightforward to make something that has like a detection and it like moves. It'd be for like an attack, or even just a detection of like how close you are, and if you're close enough. Kind of working on my game. See, this is what happens. You talk about your game and you get hyped about working on it, and it makes it go harder. You keep going, smash it out of the park. I want to be able to go and pick up some trash. That's the next thing. Just next thing you gotta make is just, you got movement. Now just make one object in the scene and you just go pick that up, and it puts a counter at the top saying 1 trash. And then after that you make a spawner and it spawns the trash. And then you pick up the trash, and then once you get to 10 trash, spawn your first enemy. And then karate chop that enemy. What are trash cleaning tools? Now that I'm thinking about this. We got. I need another thing. I know that there's like the pokey stick. Beach trash cleaning tools. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I know. So there's the pokey stick. There's the big basket. This is how like people find like, oh, I found a ring and I found jewelry. Ooh, the claw. Oh, now you're like, my brain is going into overdrive with this idea. So you have weapons, and you need to use different weapons to deal with different types of enemies. So the pokey stick is to like deal with like bags, things that can like fly or like move, kind of wispy. But if you like swing at them with something else, they'll like flutter away. So you gotta thrust. This would be for some sort of sand, something that can like hide in the sand. So you gotta like use it to like get it out. And then the grabber would be like an extendo grabber. Kind of like Mortal Kombat style. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just going. Ooh. Oh yeah. This is the Temu thing. Go find stuff. Ooh. And you know what else you could also have? It's a little bit random, but you could have a metal detector, and it could be like the person uses it to find like, maybe when there's no enemies, you can use it to try to find like treasure, and you could have side quests where you're trying to help people who've lost things. Wedding ring, pocket watch, an earring, car keys. Oh man, imagine how many people lose car keys on the beach. I know rings are a big one. Yeah. Now let's go beach clean up game. Random question. I definitely heard phrase afraid me not, and few similar but saying, let's say, I meant not, indeed of, I didn't mean, sounds not as good. Just straight wrong. Afraid me not. Afraid me not. Sounds almost British. I meant not. Instead of I didn't mean. So technically I didn't mean is like the correct way. So it's like you say something and it's like, oh, I didn't mean that. Or I didn't mean to say. Afraid me not wouldn't work, but afraid not is like English, like British. So it's a little bit older term. But yes, afraid not is like a negative. It's like, oh, is Bob home? Afraid not. Phrase, afraid me not. Fewish times. Oh. Yeah, well, I mean, oh, look, we can go to itch. And look at this. Web. I bet you it's Unity. Unity WebGL build. Clean my beach. Look at this. Oh, you drag it back. It's a poppin' game. Oh yeah. Oh wow. That is harsh. That is so harsh. You are not giving me a chance here. Hello. Soup to whoop. Oh, you think you can? I am so good at this. I am the trash flicking master. No! Oh, I love that hand had had some animation. Like not animation, but had like a different image. It's got some fun music going on with it. Yeah, I want to know what this was made for. Prettiest game with a real process behind. Only tested on PC, but like, yeah, made in Dakasaga with love. I like the music. Makes you think tropical. But yeah, no, that's cute. That's cute. I guess itch. This is like the only it literally clean my beach. That does sound a little sus. At first, I thought those gloves look like dead lizards, so I appreciate the. Yeah, they were. I don't know why there's a bunch of gloves on the beach. It's a little bit of a weird thing to see there. But, yeah. Maybe they made from dead lizards. Who knows? That's some dead lizard gloves. Oh my gosh, it's already almost 11:30. I didn't even realize time went by quickly. Now I'm interested. In. See, this is that's what I mean. I would love to just be able to look at people's stuff. So what you think of the demo flow? I think it's good. I think You need, if it's just like a summary, it's technically right now it's considered a narrative summary, so it's like a story-based summary, to help you kind of build it in when you actually start, like when you start making the parts of the game. You need to expand on each sub-component of it. So the sub-components for sure would be, your first part is great. You already have a scene. There's a lot of kind of little details in there that's visual stuff. The fundamentals of movement. So you need to be like, do they climb? Do they jump? Do they glide? Do they sprint? Whatever. You need to have every kind of variant of movement in there for like a design purpose. Combat. What kind of combat do they do? Do they slash, punch, range, whatever. Combos, that has to be there. And same with magic. And that, so then you have movement, combat, and magic are 3 separate sections that need to be expanded on. Then alongside the exploration, that's kind of a big, say it's not secret, how all are you? What? 4 says, it's not a secret. How all are you? Tall? How tall? I meant. Wait. Me? How tall am I? Very random. Random question about tall. Like height-wise? So that means it means they're really 5'11". Because everyone's 6 feet. Yep. But yeah. And you probably have seen this online, you've probably heard it in different places, but like when you're making a game, having it doesn't have to be a fully fleshed out, or goblins in a trench coat. Whoa, no, because I don't think the average goblin is that short. You're saying, see, 4 goblins, that means each goblin, so 6 divided by 4, right? So it couldn't be. I think a goblin would be 3 feet tall. For gnomes, see, because what's a gnome, goblin height? See, goblins are supposed to be 3.5 feet. What else is there? Gnomes. Gnome. And gnome are 3 or 2. So yeah, no, yeah, it's not correct. No, our good friend 4 is a coder assassin and a meeting ninja. So that's what he does. He's a coding assassin, meeting ninja. And technically you have to refer to him as, it's not senpai, sensei? Actually, wait. Actually, no, I know. You have to refer to him as Stranishira. Damn it. Strarishina. Strarishina. There we go. Should I too tall? Yes, it's a good cover for very short goblins. Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Yes, that is what I'm trying to say. I don't know, just because I was talking about four being a coding assassin, okay, meeting ninja, and Strarishina. Right? So it's kind of explaining who they are. Maybe not. Maybe that's too far. maybe that word is a little over the hill because. Oh really? Okay, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean head of the village. Well, yeah, maybe, I don't know. He's probably in management. Do you have a management position? Is the question. 4, do you have a management position? Because I referred to you as head of the village. Yes. Are you the head of your village? And you missed... Oh, interesting. Well, Google failed me again. This village chief. I like that. Maybe I'll make 4 the village chief. Yes. I'm a manager. Close to senior. Ha! So it was good. You are a village chief. Like mayor, but not like for a village or a commune. Yeah. Yep. That's right. You're the mayor. And oh yeah, and I referred to you as a code assassin meeting ninja. So, yes. So, if that, I think that's on point. Yeah, exactly. So you're an assassin. You assassinate the code, that's the problem. And then meeting ninja, the word you tried to translate was ninja? No. The word I tried to translate was senior. No. I was trying to say senior. That's what I was trying to say. And then the meeting ninja thing is a reference to my stream and your meetings. This is why I called you a meeting ninja. Because you're there, but in the shadows. Yeah, senior kind of suits meetings. Yeah, that's what I typed into Google. I typed in like, or no, I think I put elder, not elderly, but elder. Because it's like, depending on where you are, elder can mean different things. Elder generally means like, if you're a group of person, the eldest is the oldest. So an elder is like, you respect your elders. You know, I don't know. That's what I think. People who've lived longer generally have more experiences, or not more. They've had different experiences. And it's crazy how anywhere between a 5 and 10 year gap in age can define a huge amount of different experiences. I love talking to my grandparents. My grandfather is he's like in his mid-90s. So like, Simpson fading into the... Do you have one of those really nice chairs? Do you have one of the really nice office chairs? And so all it is just you're just like... Or you're using Teams or Zoom and you have the background setting but it only has a certain amount of depth. So if you like move back slowly, the background eventually just like fades you out. Avoid above in the hierarchy. Oh, huh. That's interesting. Wow, there's a lot of different ways to use one word. I mean, it's a big word, so I guess you like you mentioned, it's like it has like different sections to it. Yeah, because I'm assuming are your meetings like video meetings? Because if they are, you just have to have. Or oh man, have you seen that AI tool? The I. Yeah, there's two different words. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's a compound word. Have you seen that that AI eye contact? The AI eye contact meeting like add-on. So it's like you could be like, wait 1 second. It's like they show like the parallels with someone's like on their phone and they're just like doing this, like la 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 la. And then but the thing is the way the AI does it just always makes it so that you're looking at the screen. Man, I should use that. That'd be crazy. I'd be like coding, talking to myself, but it's like my head's always looking at you like this as I talk. That's sometimes why I like the idea of a VTuber, like having because it just feels like it's talking to you and it's like a little person or thing. The one you used more relates to being an oldest in a tribe, village, community, family, and so being a chief of it, the wiser one. Well, I mean, I'm under the impression. Now, 4 isn't that old, okay? He's only a little bit older than I am. But therefore, being a little bit older, there is a certain amount of respect that comes with someone being older. You have to, be respectful. Because you never know. You never know with people's life experiences, and you never know. You should always be respectful to everyone, honestly. I don't understand a world where you can't be nice to people. Keep digging. Hey, you're the one who had all the cool toys. Don't even start with me. I didn't get any cool toys. Sensei could be used for young people. Yeah, well, sensei is just teacher, right? Because with Japanese there's like the prefixes for so many things, like a respective prefix. It's complicated. English doesn't have too much. I mean, I guess we have sir. Yeah, there's a hierarchy, but those prefixes are also leveled based on your what's it called? Relationship with the person, right? Like when you meet someone, when you're friends with someone, when you're like family with someone. English doesn't really have that. We have you have like Mr., Mrs., but those are all adages related to being married. Miss. Yeah. Who hold, be respected for knowledge. Yes, actually that's probably the big one, is respect for knowledge and mastery. 4's got a lot of years of coding on me. Yeah, a fair bit. So. And the thing is, if you're, yeah. Senpai, yup. 4 senpai! It almost sounds like an attack. 4 the senpai! We have pan and pani. Those words kind of Polish in origin, I think. Interesting. Pan and pani. Is pan and pani gender specific? Senpai you would use for one who older, but more like older brother. Oh, yes, that's true. Whatever, 4 can be my older brother. Ooh, above grade. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's probably a better coder than I am. I'm not the greatest coder. You know, it's funny, I literally got a message this morning about someone being like, hey, super hacker, and they're like a person who's going to school for like IT or whatever. And it's just funny because to me, when I hear the word hacker, I think hack job, which means it's like not done properly. Yes, pan is he, panny is she. More like pain. Pain, and painy. Mr. and Mrs. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize for the sniffles and the sounds. Yeah, so we did this. This is good. This happened. We called this function. It did what it needed to do. The next thing would be to place current items in the holder. If you want to scream, ah, nah, ah, oh, it's ah, pan, and panny. I'm like biting my teeth. That kind of ah. So ah, pan. Damn, you guys even scream with... Oh my god. Oh my god, that was the funniest thing. Just so hard to explain how an A should sound. God, you even scream weird. This is why language is probably the... But it's true. You know, it's funny that you say that, but it's like... I've seen things where, like... When you try to convert the sound something makes into words from a different language, it gets really weird. And I've seen this before. I've seen this with like German, and I've seen it with a couple other languages. It's super funny. Oh man. No, I'm joking. There's no sound I can point to and say this one. That's fine. I mean, I could just see 1 second. And then if I switch this, I put this. Pawn? 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 Let's just mute this for a second here. Pawn? 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 See, the thing is, it's not the way that it's how you preface the way it's written. See, it's the ah like this, so it's ah. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it came to me from here. Good old Ukrainian masterclass. Oop, I cranked up the volume. I'm going to crank that back down. Is an H in ah. Yes, like ah. Aha. Yes. And it's like the difference between like ha ha and aha. And then ah. Yeah, so ah, like the like ah is like A H H H H H. Yes, that kind of horrified ah. Yeah, that one. So pa. Yeah, exactly. Actually, that would be you do like and yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, I learned something. I didn't know that those were. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know pa, pan, and pani were next time I bump into someone, I can flex. You know, I love flexing languages. I can't speak that many, but any little bit helps. Sometimes being able to just say that was an easy one. Really, I should know how to just say hello or good morning. You know, actually, I did learn that last time, didn't I? Didn't I learn how to say good morning or hello? Oh, it's privyet. Wait, what? Is it privyet? I thought privyet was. I have no idea how to quack. Explain the weird. Privyet. Am I saying it right? Privyet? Like E. Privyet? Or privyet? Or. 1 second. Pause.
Привіт.
Privyet. Oh, like French almost. Privyet. Privyet. Which is interesting. It's interesting how close that is. Privyet. Yeah. Well, that's what this is telling me.
Привіт.
Privyet.
Привіт.
Privyet. Privyet. Yeah.
Привіт.
Interesting. Try and figure it out. I just have to, you know what I have to do? I have to watch your next stream and pop in and ask you to pronounce it for me, and then I'll hear it. Eat. Nope. Start yelling. Oh, man. So we have I. Prev. But it sounds like E. So, and then we have the backwards N. What is a backwards N? That sounds like, I don't know what. Backwards N. Yes, because this is like how the word is spelt, correct? Yeah, like that's how it's spelt. But then the way that Google is giving it to me, it's pre. So yeah, this N is the issue. Ooh, I wonder if I could do this. Can I steal this? Flip this, snap that, and what? Oh, it's Y, because usually Y used for, but it also means and. Like this one letter means and. That's the one noun can't say my nickname. No one can say your nickname. Ah, it's Rus. Rus. Is it R-U-S? Or is it, did you mean this? Oh, that's Russian. And it's and. No, it's UA. Huh. Interesting. So interesting. But then, I guess Ukrainian and Russian must have very similar... Do you have the same alphabet? No, the Ukrainian and Russian alphabet are not exactly similar. Okay, as though they're both based on Cyrillic alphabet. While they share many letters, there are differences. Ukrainian has the letter funny R with a line, a special E, an I with 2 dots, and not in Russian. And Russian has the letter backwards hat B with an L, and the backwards E, which is the 3. That are not in Ukrainian. Interesting. Gosh. Now, what is this what's that? What's that? So the Cyrillic alphabet is closely based on the Greek alphabet, with about a dozen additional letters invented to represent Slavic sounds not found in Greek. Interesting. Huh. Learning languages. Imagine like if an American and British people, but they haven't seen each other in 100 years. It was the same language, but words. Yeah, that makes sense. It's similar to like France French and Quebec French. So Canadian Quebec French is more closely resembles more. No, I meant the backwards N without a hat. But yeah, there's one like J and Jogger. In joggurt? You mean yogurt? Like your J is like a Y. Like a yo. Or ya. Oh, and then that's similar to... No, it's not. J's are yas, where in Spanish, J's are H's. So like, jalapeno is jalapeno. Yo. Okay, it's a yo. So J... So I'd be like... Joamal. I wonder. Now I'm curious.
Yamal.
Oh, I guess it would be like this. I would be Yamal. I would be this. Would be me. Man, the lettering is so... I mean, I can understand why you would have trouble with the English alphabet. And if you're trying to say E but relaxed cheeses. Yeah, I could see why, cuz like there are very few letter parallels between the English alphabet and the Ukrainian alphabet. And that's the thing. Let's see if I find some like yeah, standalone means I am. Yeah, see, there's very few parallels. in even just the way that the letter looks to like be able to like, what is this? This is like a kid's thing? Wow. Man, I would probably have to get like a kid's calendar and start like doing the alphabet from the ground up. Jeez. Look at this one. But then this is all derivative of Old Greek. Right? What did I say? It's like what was it? No, it was Greek. Yeah, it's F. Yeah, see, then this is... Yeah, so it's phi, psi, omega, tau, pi. So alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, and our and shuch. Shuch? The W and W with a little thing. But yes, that's also the N is P. Yeah, because I know I was reading how they added how it's derivative from the Greek alphabet, but then many extra letters were added to bring the Slavic pronunciations into the language. Yeah, originals. St. Creole, a Greek monk based in Greece. I didn't know Serbian was a derivative as well. Russian, Ukrainian, Bulgarian, Serbian. Variations. Language. So complicated. Everything should just be... Because it's also, that's another thing. So you were talking about like pronunciation. So I've had some like Chinese friends, and there are certain muscles that like we don't use when we speak English. And there's certain muscles that when you're speaking Mandarin, you don't use when you speak Mandarin. So that's why people have accents, is mostly because these muscles aren't being worked on a regular basis. Well, I got one thing done today. That's good. The next one is going to be place current items into the holders, if any, and then we'll do this thing. But my tummy is degrumbly, and yeah, I don't know how I have as many people watching as I thought. But yes, this devolved into a complete language discussion, and I enjoyed it. But now I must go eat something. I must provide my body with the sustenance and stop hacking up things. I don't know what I'm going to eat for lunch, though. Mm-hmm. But yeah, gonna peace out. Happy Timo Tuesday, and yeah, have a good day. Gotta like, what did I do? Oh, I should do it like, I should end like this. Where's my button? Funny thing is I'm now learning Japanese, and timing author of lessons be like, oh, it is unusual to think like this. No, it's not. I'm like, got it straight because of... That's funny. It's a funny thing. I'm learning Japanese, and Like, tire is an adjective in Japanese. It's a verb. In UA, we have one of each. Yeah. But that's the interesting thing. As you learn more languages, you start drawing parallels. And it generally starts helping you learn languages faster. As the more languages you know, the more base principles you have, like, in your brain. So, like, for me to be able to learn Spanish is not going to be isn't too hard because I know French, and anything that uses similar things.